Do you see more women starting to invest or even get involved professionally in investing?
I do. I mean, I think there's been, I would say in the last 3 to 5 years, there's been more of a push, at least a recognition that there's no line for the ladies' room in finance. And so it's going to take a big push, and it's going to take a big push from the investor community, probably before you're going to see, you know, individual fund managers kind of making those decisions. Because what you have seen historically when it's funds and banks making those decisions is that women get consigned to these kind of pink ghettos of investor relations, or she can do math but only on the municipal bond desk, or she's doing marketing and that's it. And there are a few cases of sort of people who've been able to break out of that, but it's not the norm. But you have seen a bigger push from like the pension side, from the investment community, when they're taking those pitch meetings and there's no women in the room, or there's only one. You know, CalSTRS in California, which is one of the larger pensions in the US, has really started asking, why isn't there anybody in the pitch meeting? And or if they only see one, you know, why? Okay, you have the token one, right? You have this lovely piece of yard art over here. What is like, you know, where are the others? Surely there are some, and it's going to take a fight like that on boards too, to not accept the token hire. There's a group in the UK that's pushing for, you know, 30%. Which still seems kind of baffling when you're talking about 51% of the population. You know, I mean, I saw a chart that they did that of all of the men who have the names John, Robert, and William on boards is more than all of the women on all of the boards. That's, you know, I don't think any woman is excited to be included as part of a quota box. Right. But I do think something's got to give. And if it's not going to be the hiring decision without a quota box, maybe you look at it. You know, maybe there's some kind of way around it. And I think on the fundraising side, that's also a problem. I mean, you see a lot of statistics where women fund managers outperform male fund managers fairly consistently, which should perhaps be enough to start pulling some money off the sidelines. But I think the conversation that those women face is similar to the conversation that women face when they're going to raise venture capital money, which is there are guys on the other side of the table and they don't think that what you're saying in the pitch meeting is going to come to pass. And they don't think that for a range of reasons. You know, children crops up as like the most common one still in 2015. And if you pigeonhole women into this thing where the prime directive is eventually there's going to be a child, you know, women can have children and do other things. I've seen them do it. They can also choose not to have children. They can also make both of those decisions independently of the functions of their business, and both can come to pass without successfully. Yeah, you know, I mean, you might not have a new mom who answers the phone at 11 o'clock at night to take questions about a prospectus. You could also ask yourself why you're calling somebody at 11 o'clock at night to ask them about a prospectus, or to ask them investment questions. You know, there could be perspective included as part of the conversation. I feel like there are probably junior male analysts who are getting those 11 o'clock phone calls too that might like an hour off. Yeah, right. It is okay to go do something else for a little while. Unplug. Yeah. But I mean, until we're willing to start having those conversations and figure out how to work through those biases, then you're not going to move the needle.